Thank you very much, Senator Budd. Senator Hirono.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Welcome to both of you and your families. Going to the fitness to serve question, I asked the following two initial questions of all nominees before any of the committees on which I sit. So I will ask you. We'll start with Mr. Cadenazzi. Since you became a legal adult, have you ever made unwanted requests for sexual favors or committed any verbal or physical harassment or assault of a sexual nature?
No.
Mr. Rapano? Admiral?
No.
Have you ever faced discipline or entered into a settlement relating to this kind of conduct?
No. No.
For Mr. Cadenazzi, I championed a provision in last year's NDAA that created a program focused on advanced manufacturing capabilities in the Indo-Pacific to more quickly construct unmanned systems and parts for ships and submarine repairs. And this program is essential to bolstering deterrence in the region. DoD and the services have always struggled to coordinate industrial-based modernization efforts. How do you plan to foster greater integration across the services for this important program?
Senator, I appreciate the question. This is a critical issue. Hawaii represents a significant portion of the organic industrial base and our broader defense industrial base. There are many tools we have to bring alignment across the industrial base initiatives that are there and the groups that are responsible for it. The first, I think, is leadership. That is the wherewithal to go ahead and get into the weeds. The macro issues, I think, thankfully, there's a substantial number of authorities and resources available that have been made available by the Congress over time to the DoD to take action on these issues. At the micro level, we need to get into the details to understand where individual organizations may not be getting it with regards to the opportunities here. In particular, the new, I think, acquisition and industrial base executive order does a good job to highlight the acquisition personnel workforce training initiatives and things that we can do to go ahead and drive more understanding into the leaders at the tactical level who need to make decisions to invest in the integration of the industrial base.
I hope that you will focus on this aspect of what we need to do, because I know you are aware that Indo-Pacific is the largest AOR, and we need to provide flexibilities when the ships are out to sea, and they need to have flexibility in repair and doing all the things that will keep them going. So I hope that you'll visit Hawaii and see for yourself the capabilities that we need to strengthen. Again, for you, I have met with small businesses in the past as they struggle to comply with the requirements to meet the cybersecurity maturity model certification requirements, and it's pretty complicated. And they have a hard time complying, as I said. So I am prioritizing a provision in this year's NDAA that would require the DoD to provide additional support and innovative tools for small businesses to ensure that they are aligned with DoD's CMMC requirements, allowing them to save money and contribute to diversifying the defense industrial base that you are very focused on strengthening. What are your thoughts on the provision that would require DoD to provide more assistance to small businesses to enable them to work with you all?
Senator, this is a critical topic, and it has been a bit of a roadblock for small businesses over time. It's great that you're bringing this issue up. Within the Small Business Office, within the Industrial Base Policy Office, there's a program called Project Spectrum, which is intended to go out to small businesses that are operating in the defense sector to help them go ahead and get the resources and understanding and analysis they need to accelerate and reduce the cost of their compliance with CMMC. If confirmed, I'm eager to work with you on this provision, your proposals going forward. I think anything we can do to streamline the requirements while also ensuring a more robust and resilient security and base for our cyber infrastructure is a critical opportunity for the department, and we should look at that.
Should you be confirmed, as I believe you will be, that I would like to work with you on how we can better strengthen this part of our supply chain, because without our small businesses, many of whom are dropping out of working with the DoD for a number of reasons, including complying with the security requirements. So this is something that I would want to be very specific in following up with you. One more question for you. The COVID-19 pandemic geopolitical competition with China has exposed the deep fragilities in the U.S. defense supply chain, as we mentioned. So, for example, we remain heavily reliant on foreign sources for critical earth elements. So, what steps do you plan to take to address this significant issue?
Senator, I appreciate the question. The issue of access to raw materials, rare earths in particular, is one that is particularly challenging. The Industrial Place Policy Office has invested over $540 million in the past on these topics. I think we need to accelerate and invigorate those investments, but also align them to the most critical and impactful opportunities that'll have the most impact on our most critical near-term needs, whether that's munitions, lethality, or readiness. We should make those decisions and those investments promptly and get them moving so we can see the impact as soon as possible. If confirmed, I look forward to work with you on that issue.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Hirono.